All right. My name is Sydney Hamilton, and I will be doing an introductory speech about myself and where my journey has started. Firstly, I would like to bring up my beginnings. I was raised in Memphis, Tennessee, in the Whitehaven area, from newborn to age 5. Living in Memphis, Tennessee. I was living in Memphis, Tennessee. I was living with my grandmother and my mother at the time, and from newborn to age 5. And honestly, those were the best years of my life. Having both of my mothers, because I've considered my grandmother as my mother for as long as I've been on this earth. As long as I've been on this earth, I've considered her my mother. I went to East Haven Church of Christ. It was a church as well as a preschool at the time. And a fun fact about the church actually is that it is actually still standing to this day, but it is just a church. After I advanced forward into my education, I went to the YMCA. The YMCA, I loved it. It was the absolute best, and I wish it was still here. After I advanced from Head Start, I went to Holmes Roy Elementary School. I went there from grades kindergarten to 3rd grade. After I left, I went to St. Joseph Catholic School. But before I finished the list of schools that I have attended, during my Head Start year at the YMCA, from what I can remember correctly, was the start of a new transition in my life. At that year, me and my mother moved out of my grandmother's house, and we moved into the house that I am still currently in. And the environment in my life honestly has changed around that time, because moving out and moving in with my mother in this house, it was a lot of turmoil. And it did mess with my mental health, which was the beginning of certain things. I'm not gonna go into too much detail exactly on what it was, but it was a lot of endurance, and it took a toll on me at a young age. And as I have gotten older, and now that I'm at the age now, I've been trying to work on certain things as well as my attitude. So yeah, that was basically the beginning of certain things. Back to the schools. After I left Holmes Roy Elementary School, my 4th grade and 5th grade year, I transferred to St. Joseph Catholic School. St. Joseph Catholic School, those were the best years of schooling in my life. The teachers were very understanding, and were they're very serious about teaching kids and helping kids with what they needed help on. Then, Lord Jesus, then that is when middle school came along. Oh Jesus, I'm sorry. It just brings back flashbacks. After I transferred from St. Joseph, I was required to go to another school for my middle school years. Now with this school, the school name was City University School of Liberal Arts. This school was a preparatory and high school. The middle school, it's a two-story school, and it still stands to this day. It's a two-story school, and downstairs is middle school, which is 6th to 8th grade, which is considered the preparatory school, and upstairs was 9 through 12. And those were considered the collegiate scholars because it was high school. In those years, honestly, those were the worst years of my life. That's really, preteen, then going into teenage years. It was a lot of things, and then dealing with things at home. It took a lot. My environment, it wasn't the best environment. And it took a toll on me mentally. It took a toll on me socially. It took a toll on me physically. And honestly, I was very glad to be able to get out of that predicament. And I would never, ever recommend anyone to tell their little cousins, their nephews, or anyone to go to their school. The next thing afterwards, I ended up finishing out my high school years at South Haven High School. And after I finished my years at South Haven High School, now I am here at Northwest Community College. The reason why I chose Northwest was because they helped me out financially. I was blessed and fortunate enough to get scholarships. And honestly, being here for now, I want to say 4 weeks. Honestly, the journey in the new chapter of my life started when literally I walked through those double doors on August 16th of 2021. Honestly, the environment, the diversity, I love it. The teachers are very understanding. They're very communicative. Like, they are so on with trying to help their students, and that is the type of environment that I like to be around, and the type of people that I like to be around. And I was very excited to join the Ranger family because I knew that I would be able to get opportunities that I probably wouldn't have been able to get at any other school. And I am blessed to be able to be a part of this facility in this school and able to get scholarships. I would like to add to this, regardless of everything you've been through, past or anything from a little kid, do not let those things do not define you. It is you who choose the path that you choose to go on. And when you feel down and out and you feel like you don't have a reason to be here or anything, always remember the purpose and the reason why you are here and what you want to become. Never let past mistakes or anything define you. You can overcome those mistakes, but remember in life that you have to overcome obstacles to get to where you want to be in life. And honestly, life is not an easy thing. I mean, you only have to think about it. Life is not a life, and working to become something like a doctor, a real estate agent, or anything, it requires hard work. But as I stated, never let your past define you. And anything that anybody has said to you, use that as your motivation, and don't let that define you.